Good day, students. The topic we are considering today is collision. We have two types of collision. We have elastic collision and also inelastic collision. If in elastic collision, if if the kinetic energy between two bodies before collision is equal to the kinetic energy after collision, we say that type of collision is perfectly elastic. That means that both momentum and kinetic energy are conserved. In that case, you have a formula for the conservation of a momentum. Linear momentum to be m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals m1 v1 plus m2 v2. But when you talk about the law of conservation of kinetic energy, you just put half m1 u1 squared plus half m2 u2 squared. Just use the formula for kinetic energy. But when it is initial, when the two bodies are colliding, change the v to u. But when you now get to the final, now change it to half m1 v1 squared. 1 means the first object, while 2 means the second object, plus half m2 v2 squared. You see it? Now, question of the law of conservation of kinetic energy. In inelastic collision, the kinetic energy decreases after the collision because the objects stick together. It's only the momentum that is conserved under inelastic collision. The momentum is conserved, but the kinetic energy is not conserved. What do you mean by that? After collision and they stick together, it reduces in kinetic energy because they move at the same pace. Now, the momentum, law of conservation of momentum, the equation for that is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals m1 plus m2 in bracket, put v outside. That v that you put outside the bracket means they move together with the same velocity. Now, the law of conservation of the kinetic energy, we have that one to be half m1 u1 squared plus half m2 u2 squared equals to half into open bracket m1 plus m2 close the bracket v squared. That's what you have here. That's the equation for the law of conservation of kinetic energy. Note, and for completely inelastic collision, the kinetic energy after collision is lesser than the kinetic energy before collision because it reduces in motion. The kinetic energy reduces. The first thing to do is to analyze your question. Two bodies. Let's assume this is the first body A, and the second one is the B, and it's of mass 4 kg, 2 kg. Moves towards each other with velocity of 3 meter per second, 2 meter per second, and collide because this one is coming from opposite direction, negative, this one is positive. If the collision is perfectly inelastic, find the velocity of the two bodies after collision. Velocity of the two bodies, let's call MA, mass of the A to be 4 kg, mass of the B to be 2 kg. The velocity VA, velocity of the first object, that's 3 meter per second. Velocity of the second object is 2 meter per second. And it's perfectly inelastic. Know that they are having common velocity when it is perfectly inelastic. Common velocity. That's why we are looking for the common velocity V. Find the velocity of the two bodies after collision. Find the total kinetic energy of the system. kinetic energy. I say EK before question mark, before and after collision, EK after collision, and calculate the loss. The loss will be, kinetic energy before collision is greater because after colliding together, there is a reduction, there is decrease in the kinetic energy. That's kinetic energy before collision will be greater than after collision. And let's have EK before minus EK after. After calculating separately, you do your subtraction. Now what you now do is that let's go to the equation for the law of conservation of momentum, which is MA UA minus, we introduce, is supposed to be plus, but since it's coming from opposite direction, you introduce negative. MB UB is the first object, the second object, equals to, open bracket, MA plus MB, the same velocity, because it's perfectly inelastic. Now what's all our MA for? We're looking for the velocity, common velocity, times UA. It's our U. It's our U. This is our U. Its initial velocity is called with initial velocity. This one is U. That's U. Initial velocity because it's starting, it's moving at this initial velocity at which it's moving. Now times UA 3 minus MB 2 multiplied by UB 2 equals 4 plus 2 V. Now that's 12 minus 4 equals 6 V. That's 8 equals 6 V. Variables are 6 cancels 6. V equals 8 over 6. 2 here, 3, 2 here, 4. Here V, which is velocity, common velocity, because 3 goes in 4, 1.33 meter per second. Next thing to look for is kinetic energy before collision. EK before equals half MA UA squared plus half MB UB squared. Please take note, it's positive under kinetic energy. You don't say because they are coming towards each other you should introduce negative. No, it's positive because it's the motion. You don't introduce negative under kinetic energy, but under law of conservation of momentum, you introduce negative. Positive if they are coming against each other, moving from different opposite angle, introduce negative. If you are moving together, that's positive. Okay, now you have half multiplied by MA is 4 times U A, that's 3 squared plus half times MB is 2 multiplied by UB 2 squared, 2 and 1, 2 and 2, 2 and you have 3 squared, that's 9 times 2, 18 plus 4, 22 joules. Kinetic energy before collision is 22 joules. Kinetic energy after. They now move together with common velocity. That's MA plus MB B squared. Don't forget that we have our velocity. We have calculated that 1.33 meter per second. Now you have half bracket, because our MB 4 plus MB 2, that's multiplied by 1.33 squared. 1 over 2 times 6 times 1.33 squared. 213. Kinetic energy after equals, after when you multiply them together, that's 3 times 1.33 times 1.33. Maybe your multiplication you have 5.33 joules. 5.33 joules. The next one is to look for the loss in kinetic energy. I told you kinetic energy before is greater than kinetic energy after collision. Loss in kinetic energy because kinetic energy before minus kinetic energy after, which is 22 minus 5.33 joules. You do your subtraction, you have 16.77 joules. 77 joules. This is the end of our class. Next class we treat questions under kinetic energy. Have a nice day. Please subscribe to my channel to get the latest video. Thanks.